Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olivia Bernier, and I am the current president of the Eastridge High School chapter of the National Honor Society. I would like to extend a special welcome to our new inductees to the NHS seated in the front rows. On behalf of the National Honor Society, I welcome parents, family members, and friends of the new and current NHS chapters. In addition, thank you to all school board members, teachers, staff, and administrators who are joining us this evening. We are so thankful to have Mrs. Groh, our superintendent, who will share a few words as we begin the class of 2025 National Honor Society induction ceremony. Welcome to the stage, Mrs. Groh.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is such an important night, such a special occasion, and we know that our students would not be here today if it wasn't for all the love and support that they receive from all of you in the audience, from our teachers, from our administrators, from our school board members, from all of our parents, guardians, friends, neighbors, everyone who has supported our young people today. Thank you so, so much. Tonight, we are brought together to acknowledge and celebrate the hard work that goes into academic achievement. To become a member of the National Honor Society, you must demonstrate 4 attributes: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. And while each of these attributes are important in value, I believe the most important of the attributes is character. Your character represents how you think, feel, and behave. It is the impression you leave on others. It is who you really are. Our character makes us unique. And while you may excel at academics, you may dedicate your life to service or become a leader in your community, it is your character that is uniquely you. And it is the mark you will leave on all of those you interact with. To leave you with a quote from Emerson, "Character is higher than intellect. A great soul will be strong to live as well as strong to think." Congratulations to our newest members of the Eastridge chapter of the National Honor Society, and thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Groh. When the National Honor Society was founded in 1921, it was built upon 4 pillars exemplified by its members. Those 4 pillars are scholarship, leadership, character, and service. Our NHS officers will now take a few minutes to reflect on these pillars and light a candle to represent each one. First, we will hear from Michaela Fess, NHS Secretary, who will address on the pillar of character.
Congratulations to all the new inductees on their amazing achievements that have led them to this moment. The NHS pillar I will honor is character. Character plays an important role. We use it every day in school, work, service, and meeting new people. By demonstrating character, you have grown to have compassion for others and to be honest and fair, have self-discipline, and meet goals that you set for yourself. You inductees have shown how these attributes make up who you are and the citizenship you have created for your community. These characteristics will grow throughout the rest of your junior year and into your senior year of high school. You will have endeavored in all 5 pillars of the National Honor Society inside and outside of your high school career. You will become an individual who honors respect and reliability. These skills that you have produced over time will make you become a strong individual. With character, attitude plays an important role. Having a negative outlook will only weaken your motivation. By creating a positive mindset, it will lead you to success. The path you decide to take will carve that pathway for your future. Even if there is a roadblock, those roadblocks should not stop you from reaching your goals. Only you can change how you perceive your surroundings and your strong developing character. Take time into making your decisions, and going fast will only rush the path you are on. New chapters in life are never an easy adjustment, but new chapters can bring new challenges to make your character even stronger than before. This will only set you up for success for the future. Being a new inductee for the National Honor Society proves that your character has led you in the right direction by your responsible character as an individual and student. Do not be afraid of minor setbacks. Setbacks make you stronger. The strength that you gain from setbacks can help create an understanding for those around you who have been through a lot in their time. You will become more empathetic for your community. Practice makes perfect is a quote that helps start of a positive mindset, but the only flaw is that nothing can be perfect. As you are on your path, remember nothing can be perfect and your character is still growing. Thank you again and congratulations. I can't wait to see what you all have in store for us. I will now light a candle for character. Now we will hear from Julia Fazio, NHS Treasurer, and she will discuss the attribute of scholarship.
Scholarship is about more than just academic achievement. It is a holistic approach in learning that encompasses intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, creativity, and a willingness to engage with diverse perspectives. It involves not only mastering a specific subject, but also developing the skills necessary to apply that knowledge in an impactful way. Eastridge is one of the most diverse schools in Monroe County, and our school knows what it means to recognize the value of education. The purpose of scholarship is using the education to help others, whether or not it is just about personal gain. It is about making a meaningful contribution to society and leaving a lasting legacy of knowledge and wisdom. Having scholarship to me means more to being open to new ideas, challenging assumptions, and constantly seeking to expand one's horizons. It requires a willingness to listen, learn, and adapt in the face of new information and challenging circumstances. Scholarship is about being a lifelong learner and continuously seeking to improve oneself and make a positive impact on the world. I will now light a candle for scholarship. Next, we will hear from our Vice President, Marshall Yanello, and he will speak to us about leadership.
Thank you, inductees, for being here tonight to celebrate this occasion that has been a product of all your hard work. The National Honor Society pillar that I will be honoring is leadership. Leaders are described as role models that others will follow. To become leaders, you all have demonstrated principles and morals to display why you deserve this position involving leadership in the National Honor Society. Leadership is essential to demonstrate to others how to act. As rising seniors, you will all have to demonstrate to other students how to act inside and outside of school. By being a leader, you will be expected to have immense integrity and discipline. Integrity is shown through your honesty and equitable behavior to hear others out as a leader. Discipline is shown through your hard work, even if that means carrying others slack when you're falling behind in completing a goal. If you possess these qualities, you'll become a very successful leader during your senior year and as you progress into the world after high school. When taking a position of leadership, it is always important to stay optimistic, especially when the morale of those around you is down. A leader will bring others to success with them despite the hardships and challenges faced when overcoming a goal. Leaders also need to be aware of the skills of those around them to task the right people with the right challenges. A leader has the well-being of everybody around them in their best interests, regardless of previous experiences with a person. A leader must also stay composed, as rash decisions will harm those surrounding a leader. Being an inductee into the National Honor Society only confirms that you've already exhibited all these characteristics of being a leader. If you don't feel like a leader, fake it until you make it. If you demonstrate all the qualities that make up a leader, you will become gradually more comfortable in the role of leadership. Understand that you will have challenging hardships to overcome, but don't forget the challenges that you have already overcome to be where you are. Thank you, and congratulations for your admittance to the National Honor Society. I will now light a candle for leadership. Lastly, we will hear from Olivia Bernier, our NHS president, who will speak about service.
I would like to extend yet another congratulations to all inductees. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves and all the work it took to earn yourself a spot in the Eastridge chapter of the National Honor Society. In order to maintain a position within this chapter, you are all required to demonstrate service. Having addressed the other three pillars already, I feel as if you now have the basic understanding of what service is. We all know that service is the assistance of others, but it goes beyond that. Service, character, leadership, and scholarship all go hand in hand. To be of true service, you must take initiative. You have to be a leader. You have to give yourself freely in service to others, not out of obligation, but of will. It must come from your soul and your heart. It must be derived from your character. Now, while scholarship typically relates to intellectual intelligence, I believe that it has a relation to emotional intelligence as well. It is through this channeled emotional intelligence in which service occurs. To be of good service, you must hold the abilities to understand, to empathize, to have compassion for others, and to be selfless. Service is not about the gain, but the sacrifice. Yes, time is precious and fleeting. It is often difficult to give it up, but if time is used wisely, if it is exerted into meaningful action, the results can be timeless. Service is timeless, for the love, joy, and gratitude it yields will exist long after we do. Life is challenging, tricky, and unpredictable. It is so easy to get wrapped up in our own toils. But if we stray from our own path just long enough to help someone pave their own, clarity can arrive. Maybe not for ourselves, but for others. And that is something that can be replicated by nothing other than service. Congratulations again to all of our new inductees. I will now light a candle for service.
I would like to welcome our first inductee, who is James Dietz, and he will be tapped in by Ronald Dietz. James does his best to live by the NHS motto, noblesse oblige. By having honorably, generously, and responsibility to others, James is a three-sport athlete participating in varsity baseball, indoor track, and football. This year, James led the football team as captain. James also is a member of the concert band. Many of James's community service projects have been through his involvement with Boy Scouts. Those include ranking leaves, serving dinners, and leading a senior patrol. James has also spent many hours on his Eastridge Eagle Scout project. James has worked as a lifeguard and at Brewster's Ice Cream. His teachers commented that he has great character. He is fun-loving, works well with others, and will be a great asset to the National Honor Society. Vikaya Davis will be tapped in by Roxana Nee and Elena Levere. Kaya is deeply honored to be considered for membership in the National Honor Society. She is eager to contribute her skills and dedication to furthering the message of the NHS and to continue to grow as a student and citizen. Kaya spends many hours in the cheerleading community. She has cheered every year and served as a team captain. She has also volunteered time at a youth cheer camp as a counselor. Kaya is active in stage crew and link crew, where she has presented to students at Eastridge Middle School. Kaya has received awards that include Honor Roll, Black Scholars Award, and Student of the Month. Her teachers say that Kaya is kind, hardworking, inquisitive, and an exceptional person and student. Next, Yulia Ivanev will be tapped in by Madison Jackson. Yulia is still learning about National Honor Society since hearing about it for the first time this year. She is still learning much about America and American schools since she left Ukraine for the first time in her life to come to the US in 2022. As Yulia explains, life here is completely different. There are so many things to get used to and learn. Her experiences have helped her to understand that even the smallest gestures can help someone greatly who is struggling. Yulia has participated in swimming and table tennis and volunteers with her church to help the less fortunate. Her teachers describe her as a huge help in the classroom, always willing to work with other students, and she is incredibly hardworking and a wonderful role model to her classmates. Alexis Anu will be tapped in by Sandy Chi and Alexa O'Connell. Alexis considers it a great honor to have been invited to become a member of the National Honor Society. She hopes to improve her community by bringing in new ideas that will make upcoming students feel welcome. She has worked hard to be someone that younger people in the school community look up to, and Alexis serves as a student government president, as a member of Link Crew, marching band, and the musical pit. She is on the swim team and leads both the varsity cross country and indoor track teams as captain. Her volunteer hours are many and include the EHS blood drive, senior citizen dinners, leaf raking for veterans, the drumline competition. Alexis also works as a lifeguard at Eastridge and Seabreeze Amusement Park. Her teachers feel that Alexis is a wonderful and amazing student and the ideal candidate to be recommended for National Honor Society. Christian Alberto will be tapped in by Tim Pollard. Christian tries his best to live up to the National Honor Society motto and is hoping to continue to grow in several areas through his experiences as an NHS member. He values the diverse student body at Eastridge and would like to continue to see different cultures represented with the goal of unity. Christian is a member of the fitness club and jazz band, where he was able to perform at the Rochester Jazz Festival. He has improved his community by participating in the Eastridge Middle School garage sale, leaf raking for veterans, and a volunteer at the University of Rochester Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Department. Christian has been employed for 3 years as a student at the custodian at Eastridge. His teachers state that Christian is a very great student who will always be respectful and responsible and is deserving of this honor. Yadir Cunningham will be tapped in by Adam Ibrahim and Daniela Speranza. Yadir is honored to represent Eastridge as a member of the National Honor Society. Yadir looks forward to building strong relationships at school and in the greater community. He believes that serving and respecting others is extremely important to success, and Yadir participates in track, jazz band, and has performed in the spring musical every year. He is currently the class of 2024 vice president, and Yadir leads the famous Eastridge High School marching band as the drum major. He has also been named Student of the Month in 9th, 10th, and 11th grades. His teachers describe him as an incredibly respectful and outstanding student and an exceptional leader. Next, Sante Cooper, who will be tapped in by Remy O'Keefe. Sante strives to exemplify the expectation of a member of the National Honor Society. He desires to be honorable, responsible, respectful, and generous to others. As an NHS member, he wants to expand his contribution to the community by promoting health, school culture, and both academics and athletics. Sante is an avid runner and participating in varsity indoor and outdoor track and cross country. He is currently the team captain. Through his church, Sante has packaged food for the homeless and cleaned community gardens. At school, he raked leaves for veterans and has volunteered at track meets. Sante has been employed at Mayer's Paint and Hardware for the last 3 years. His teachers can't say enough good things about him. He is one of the kindest and most thoughtful, hardworking students, and is a great ambassador for Eastridge. I'd like to welcome Marshall.
Madison Pfizer will be tapped in by Natalie Reeves and Alana Wolschlager. Madison has witnessed exceptional students be selected to the National Honor Society and feels honored and grateful to be a member of this prestigious organization. At EHS, Madison was a team member for varsity cross country, varsity flag football, and was the captain of the varsity girls basketball team. Madison has also been involved with varsity club and link crew. She has volunteered her time for the Rainbow of Stars competition, PTA open house, youth basketball camp, Catholic charities, and adopting a family for the holidays. In addition, Madison is employed by Irondequoit Recreation. Madison's teachers believe she demonstrates all 4 pillars of NHS. She is an amazing role model for others and challenges herself academically. They say if there were more students like Madison, the world would be a better place. Next, Grace Foster will be tapped in by Melody Gaudio and Happy Gatanazi. Grace values scholarship, service, character, and leadership and feels they're all important attributes to have in daily life. Grace is passionate about animals and looks forward to completing her first NHS service hours at the Verona Street Animal Shelter. Grace is involved with Spring Musical, Yearbook Committee, and the Fall Play. She is also a member of the varsity field hockey team, the varsity flag football team, and varsity track. Outside of school, Grace received the Bronze Award from the Girl Scouts and is employed as a lifeguard and a camp counselor. Teachers describe Grace as always respectful and responsible and a standout since she was a freshman. Colton Flannery will now be tapped in by Donovan Palma. Colton has had to persevere through difficult challenges to become a member of the National Honor Society. He believes membership is a great honor and that his positive attitude will benefit the Eastridge chapter of the NHS. Colton has played lacrosse, wrestled, and run indoor track for Eastridge. In addition, he has been captain of the JV and varsity soccer teams. He is a founding member of the NHS Fitness Club and is a member of Link Crew. He is involved with community service through his church and is employed by Seabreeze Amusement Park. Colton's teachers describe him as someone who works extremely hard to be an exemplary student. Fox Fulton will now be tapped in by Andrei Gorevsky. Fox is grateful for the opportunity to join as a member of the NHS. He is eager to uphold the NHS motto and make the Eastridge community a greater place. Fox has been a part of the varsity soccer and lacrosse teams and is a member of the fitness club. Fox earned his black belt in Taekwondo and serves as a captain for the Taekwondo demonstration team. He is also a Taekwondo instructor. Fox has completed community service projects by helping with class fundraisers and volunteering at Rhythm of the Ridge. His teachers describe him as a mature, responsible student, and he is always kind to others and is extremely respectful to his adults and peers. Ada Krupa will now be tapped in by Gretchen Clark. Ada strives to fit all aspects of the NHS pillars into her everyday life. She values balance and would like to use her membership in the NHS to improve participation and unity at Eastridge. Ada spends a large amount of time in athletics. She runs cross country and is captain of both the varsity girls basketball team and lacrosse teams. Ada has volunteered for the Breakfast with Santa fundraiser, assisting at track meets, leader at a Lancer Youth Basketball Club, and Rainbow of Stars. Ada works with the Primetime 585 for community outreach to families in need. Ada is employed as a lifeguard at Eastridge and Midvale Country Club. Ada's teachers say that Ada has a positive outlook, makes a point to be kind to others, and works so hard at everything she does. Joanna Niesel will now be tapped in by Maddie Underhill and Leela Asafine. Joanna is excited about becoming a member of the National Honor Society. When asked about how she would improve the Eastridge community if given a chance, she would create a more welcoming environment to help students relax and feel more empowered and less overwhelmed. At Eastridge, Joanna has been a participant in volleyball, graduation band, Link Crew, Fall Play, and Spring Musical. She has shown leadership as an assistant stage manager, dance captain, and assistant leader of the Artisan Church Children's Christmas Pageant. Joanna has volunteered at the Seneca Park Zoo and with a community garden cleanup. Joanna's teachers say that she is a fantastic human who always goes above and beyond and exemplifies all the qualities expected of top students. I'll now pass the microphone to Michaela Fez.
Kira Servideo will be tapped in by Gabriela Mello and Isabella Davila. Kira believes responsibility is the basis for demonstrating scholarship, leadership, outstanding character, and service to others. As a member of NHS, she is looking forward to finding new ways of using her skills and resources to give back to the community. During her years at Eastridge, Kira has participated in jazz band, indoor percussion group, varsity flag football, and Lencer's Land a Hand. She is a section leader in the marching band and is the secretary for the student government. Kira has given her time to rake leaves for veterans, participate in the babysitting fundraiser, and has sold concessions for the Lancer sporting events. She's employed as a game operator at the Seabreeze Amusement Park. Kira's teachers say she's a wonderful student who will be an asset to the National Honor Society. Jack Wilson will be tapped in by Kyle Collins and Viridian Gratakos. Jack views his membership in the National Honor Society as an incredible opportunity to show his dedication to the values of the NHS. He looks forward to growing personally and taking advantage of this chance to lift others up. Jack is active in Winter Drumline, Graduation Band, Stage Crew, Link Crew, and Solo Fest. He is the treasurer of the Student Council and is the logistics team manager for the marching band. He was also instrumental in the planning of the homecoming events. Jack is employed by Netson's Ice Cream. His teachers say that he is organized, mature, creative, trustworthy, and a great friend who is always willing to help others. Zachary Scarrett will be tapped in by Adnan Haganovic. Zach would like to use his NHS attributes of scholarship, service, character, and leadership to be an example to others. He wants to ensure people new to the Eastridge community feel welcomed and find a place where they belong. Zach is a member of the jazz band and indoor percussion, the pit band for the musical, and is a founding member of the fitness club. His leadership skills allowed him to be a part of the student staff for the marching band and as a member of the Link Crew. Zach has been awarded numerous awards for his musical talents. Zach's teachers describe him as a musical genius and a wonderful student who is very helpful and works well with others. Joshua Verna will be tapped in by Anthony Simfasu. Membership in the National Honor Society will give Josh his desired chance to continue to improve his leadership skills. He would like to use this opportunity to increase student participation in school activities as he feels that this would bring the student body closer and build community. Josh has devoted much of his time to playing lacrosse, hockey, and soccer. He serves as a captain of his hockey team. He is also an active member of the fitness club, concert band, and wind ensemble. Josh is involved in service projects with the Boy Scouts and is employed by Amon's Farmers Market. Josh's teachers describe him as always willing to work with others and lend a helping hand. He has an easygoing personality that puts others at ease, and he is not afraid to lead a class discussion and try to involve others. Ariana Soto will be tapped in by Deja Rivera and Rebecca Gullo. As a member of the National Honor Society, Ariana is anxious to be a more active member at Eastridge and in the outside community. She takes her scholarly duties seriously and wishes to make a better environment for students and community members. Ariana is a member of the EHS Writing Club and is active in both dance in and outside of school. She has volunteered her time to help with the dance showcase and as a youth dance teacher. Ariana has also volunteered with Flower Simi Comic-Con, Girl Scouts, and as a camp counselor. She is currently a senator for the class of 2025. Ariana is employed by Ice Square. Ariana's teachers describe her as a great kid and a wonderful addition to the classroom and school community. Sean Nelms will be tapped in by Ahmed Omer. Sean hopes that his membership in the National Honor Society will allow him to be more involved in a school community to make positive change through universal respect. At Eastridge, Sean has participated in the Spring Musical, Math League, Link Crew, and as the 2-year captain of the Unified Basketball Team. Sean has proven his dedication to his community through volunteering as a tutor for special needs children, working with at-risk youth group through Operation Go, and as a junior member of the Sigma Beta Club. Sean works at Seabreeze Amusement Park and as a dog sitter. Sean's teachers describe him as a man of truth, honesty, and integrity who is deeply kind, compassionate, and respectful of others. Isabella Nelson will be tapped in by Ella Scantlin. Isabella is honored to become a member of the National Honor Society and hopes to make a positive impact by providing new and creative ideas while listening to others. Isabella is an avid volleyball player who has played every year at Eastridge and on a travel team. She was this year's varsity's team captain. In addition, Isabella has received high honor roll throughout high school and was the recipient of the Black Scholar Award. She is employed as a child care provider. Her teachers identify her as a terrific student who puts forth a great deal of effort in all of her endeavors, and they say that she is highly motivated, thoughtful, curious, and is the exact type of student who belongs in the National Honor Society. I'm now going to pass it over to Olivia.
Lila Moran Gray will be tapped in by Cameron Walker Robinson. Lila values the opportunity to become a member of the National Honor Society. She hopes it will allow her to continue growing and leave an impact on her school and community. Lila has spent many hours participating in school activities, including swim team, unified bowling, and varsity club. Lila led the ski club as its president. She has volunteered for Rainbow Stars, marching band competitions, homecoming, and the Eastridge blood drives. Lila has been an active participant in many community outreaches throughout her church. Lila is also employed at Amon's Farm Market and as a lifeguard at Eastridge. Her teachers describe her as a student who has immersed herself in other cultures and languages. These experiences have created a mature perspective and the ability to think and act with a global approach to her academics and interactions. Ian Moran will be tapped in by Alaric Green and Avi Goldberg. Ian strives to always show integrity, honesty, and respect. As a member of the National Honor Society, he is committed to improving the school community by being a role model to other students. Ian is an active member of the marching band, the indoor percussion group, jazz band, wind ensemble, and received the musicianship award in concert band. He also participates in community outreach through nonprofit organization White Sabres Drum and Bugle Corp. Ian's teachers believe that he exemplifies exactly what the NHS stands for. They describe him as punctual, kind, and responsible, who always gives his best. Jeremiah Morales Diaz will be tapped in by Ali Yassin. Becoming a member of the National Honor Society is a dream come true for Jeremiah. He's a passionate leader and values being honest, reliable, and hardworking. Jeremiah participates in basketball as a varsity player at Eastridge and as a team captain on his AAU team. He has also used his basketball skills at Hoop and Motivation Camp, teaching young people the game. Jeremiah has volunteered his time to shovel driveways and rake leaves in the community. He has also given his time to tutor children with special needs. Jeremiah has received the Student of the Month award and consistently makes high honor roll. His teacher describes him as diligent, thoughtful, and motivated. They recognize that he is a very well-rounded young man committed to improving himself and pushing his friends to do their best as well. Luca Montana will be tapped in by Nicholas Hambrick. Luca would like to help his school community improve through his membership in the NHS. He values differing opinions and ideas. He would like to identify what could be achieved and work through the obstacles. Luca has been able to hone his leadership skills as a senior patrol leader in Boy Scouts, a section leader in marching band, and a class senator. Luca is a member of the indoor percussion group, jazz band, and is a varsity soccer player. His volunteer hours includes working at the Helmer Nature Center, Rock Holiday Village, and Pride Fest. Luca is also employed by Brewster's Ice Cream. Luca's teachers state that he always tries his best, asks great questions, and never gives up, even in hard classes. Carlos Martinez will be tapped in by Kodia Dangala. Carlos believes that becoming a member of the National Honor Society is an honor and an exciting opportunity to change his future. He views upholding NHS values as a challenge he's willing to take on. Carlos is a member of the EHS Fitness Club. He has participated in the ACE Mentor Program, volunteered at the East Irondequoit Middle School Community Garage Sale, and spent time raking leaves for military veterans last fall. Carlos' teachers describe him as always respectful. He takes care of his work and does a great job at it. And our last inductee for this evening is Angelina Leone, who will be tapped in by Julia Ketz and Aaliyah Carrier. Angelina feels very honored to have been selected for membership in the NHS. Angelina has always been committed to high standards, not realizing what a difference they could make. Angelina has a special interest in neurodivergent students and working to ensure that their needs are being met at school. Angelina has demonstrated leadership as an assistant stage manager, masterminds team captain, and as the art club treasurer. They also hold a membership in the Gay Straight Alliance, marching band, and ecology clubs. Angelina volunteered for the blood drive, the Valentine's Day dance, and leave raking for veterans. Angelina's teachers say that they are bright, motivated, reliable, kind, caring, a deep thinker, a self-advocate, and completely deserving of a place in the National Honor Society. The officers and administration may now be seated. Congratulations to the class of 2025 National Honor Society inductees. You will now recite the member pledge. Class of 2025, please rise and repeat each line of the pledge after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And I will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. New inductees, please remain standing. Now will the present members of the NHS class of 2024 rise. Now we will repeat the pledge together. I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing, to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader, and to give myself freely in service to others. In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. You may all be seated. This concludes our induction ceremony for this evening. We would like to thank you all for coming and honoring our new inductees. Thank you again for attending this special evening event.